Oh no, I think it's gonna be the third part of today's video because I just restarted instead of pausing. Well, I think I need to train there more a bit, but yeah. So then let's start a new chapter for the last few minutes. Well, when I'm at home, I always have these ideas about what I want to talk and what I want to keep in memory, but now I like totally forgot it. Not sure if I'm too nervous. I don't think so, because I'm getting more and more used to this, and I really start to understand why people look at, especially I think I will look at my videos and be like totally cringe because I put like zero effort right now into them. I really see this as a method for me to save my current thoughts somewhere and also reflect on things while I am collecting them. So actually on the other side there should be some mountainy areas, but you barely can see them because of all the clouds, and today it's a bit also foggy, so it's a bit difficult to see clearly. So yeah, so we talked about how being a doctor might not be this what I'm looking for. I haven't like fully crossed it out yet, but I'm also like, it's still something I could do. Like I think I would get some kind of accomplishment. I would be able to provide for society, and I don't need to change the system, but I can really focus on being myself on a good doctor, because I think this is also something that is maybe lacking, especially like with some doctors. I really see that they want to be a good doctors, but they're struggling because lack of time or lack of knowledge, different reasons. Mostly it's lack of time, so they just pass by their patients, say a few sentences about the surgery that's going to take place, and they're out of the room. Sometimes I think from patient's perspective, you just want to better understand what's going to happen, right? But the doctor doesn't have enough time to provide you this service, and that can be a bit difficult. Oh, I see someone. Not sure if my so I'm at the stage where I can show political views, but I never saw this, so this was interesting. It said the death penalty for people who abuse children. It's I never saw a sticker about it on a car, so this is fully new. But it's also a topic here. It's just not being really enough discussed. Bonjour. Merci pareillement. It's something that is not really discussed a lot. So I have opinions about it, but I feel like there's also a one big hesitation of me. I talk about my stuff. I'm pretty open about it, but about political stuff, I have of course my opinion about most of the things that is happening around me. There are certain aspects of life that I really do not care, where I really don't invest much time into building an opinion. But this is something, maybe you guys have ideas, because I saw that a few people watched my videos. I don't know for how long, haven't investigated this, have some opinions on what about sharing political views on, because I don't want to be the person, oh, she's so left or she's so right, because I know personally that my personal opinion is certainly changing over time, and this I just basically know when I look. I didn't keep regularly a diary, a written one, but I have some once a year I maybe wrote something or twice, and some of these things were also political views of mine, and I can definitely say my political views have changed. Can't really say for the better or for the worse. I think it's a given of your environment and how your environment influences as well yourself. and the views you have. But I am just realizing, yeah, it's changing, and therefore I'm really hesitant about sharing my current views, because I don't want to be like hold to be responsible for them in 10 years when I might have a totally contrary opinion, but my opinion might be correct for the time we are in today. So really difficult, like silly now, thinking about the death penalty for child abusers. Do I want to have the death penalty today? I'm unsure, because I don't know how something like this should be punished or treated. But I know if there would be suddenly a drug who would kind of cure these people from their obsession with young children and abusing them, then we would need to change our strategy in punishing or treating this given topic. But the difficulty also with these medical improvements or the improvements in law, etc., is that usually they lag a lot, and they don't lag like a decade, they can lag several decades, or and so it's really dangerous to give an opinion today and then people treat it as if this opinion of today in the coming 20 years or 30 or 50 years will be relevant for me, that I am accountable for this perspective of today also in the next 30 years. And not because we have a dynamic environment, everything is changing. The only static things we have, I feel sometimes, is like the treatment plans we have for patients and how we treat them. Because they need to be evidence-based and all this stuff, but sometimes it's for a doctor, for example, really difficult to change a treatment plan, even if they're like realizing, hey, the patient is not doing good, because they don't know what the option B would be, or there is not a clear option C. So they are stuck in this first path and then keep on doing this. And maybe it's not benefiting the patient, but I don't think that the doctor itself is on the wrong side. They are just doing something to be also kind of on the safe side, because it might have legal consequences and all this drama around it. I think this would be actually a cool thing to interview MDs about these topics, like how I think it's a really common thing. You just see often patients who are not doing well with a certain type of treatment, and then it's unclear how to proceed, and sometimes there are already courageous doctors who take up the responsibility to try a different treatment plan. Especially in a certain disease, it's difficult because you don't have much knowledge, and there are only case reports, not really a study about it where you could see, how patients with specific traits have reacted to it. So it takes a lot of responsibility, I would say, from a doctor to change the given treatment plan, the recommended one, maybe also from the government, to their own specific one. Because you need to have a justification, and you need to understand why you are doing then certain things better. Whereas if you just keep on following the plan, you're being on the safe side. Yeah. I have a lot of things to say. I realize there's not enough time, and I think for today I'm just gonna stop now. I wish everyone a nice Sunday and a hopefully productive week and a healthy week. Yeah. Bye bye.